Hello, my friends. It's good to see you. Have you ever heard of the word molecule? Let's say it together. Molecule. Sort of a tricky word, but molecules are in everything that we know. But molecules are so tiny that you cannot even see them unless you have a very strong microscope. But even though you can't see them, molecules are in absolutely everything. And everything that we know is either a solid, a liquid, or a gas. But molecules act very differently depending on if they are in a solid, a liquid, or a gas. The molecules in a solid are very, very close together. They're very tightly packed and crowded. And since they're so close together, they can't even move. They're completely still. But since they're completely still, they make their own shape. That's why this whiteboard is a rectangle, because the molecules are so close together that they don't move. And since they don't move, they will make this rectangle. Even if I tilt the whiteboard this way or that way, or I tap it, does it look the same? It's the same shape. It's still a rectangle because it's a solid. But in a liquid, the molecules are farther apart. They are more spread out. So they don't even make a shape. Have you ever thought about the shape of water? Does water have a shape? I can pour water into a glass, right? But I can also swish it around and I can pour it any which way. Water is a liquid, so the molecules are farther apart. They don't have a shape because they are so far apart. So they can flow like water down a stream, or water from a faucet, or milk pouring from a carton. But the molecules are still close enough together that they can still move in a certain direction. They can still move in the same direction. That's why I can still pour my water into the cup and it'll be there. The molecules are not close enough together that they make their own shape that is tight and still, but they're close enough together that they can move in one direction. Now, in a gas, the molecules are so far apart and so spread out that they don't have their own shape and they can't even move in the same direction. If I tried to pour fire into a glass, would I be able to do it? No, of course not, because fire is a gas. And in a gas, the molecules, these little itty bitty things that we can't even see, are so far apart that they can't even move together. And they don't even have any shape. The breath that you breathe out from your lungs, can you catch it in your hands? Could you pour it into a glass? No, you can't. Because the molecules are so far apart that the gases just go in any direction that they want. You can't control them at all. Isn't that crazy? So in everything you see and everything you know, the molecules are what make those things up. And they are either very closely packed together or a little more spread apart so that they can flow and move but don't have a shape, or they are so spread far apart that they don't have any shape and they can't even move in the same direction. So let's practice being a solid, ow, my toes hurt, being a liquid and being a gas. Are you ready? Let's be a solid. Your molecules are so close together that you can't even move. They're so crowded and packed together, you can't move any part of your body. Okay, now let's be a liquid. You can move, you can flow in one direction, but you don't have a shape. You're just flowing just like a liquid. Now, let's be a gas. A gas, you have no direction and you have no shape. Are you ready? Oh my goodness, that was wild. That's why when you look at a fire, you can't really make out any shape, and the flames just sort of go in all sorts of different directions because it's a gas. And the molecules in a gas are so far apart that they can't go in the same direction. All right, my friends, thank you for listening. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon.